got no doubt in my mind that that's what Dorsey will do. He'll find whatever's best suitable for us and try to apply it to our game plan. But ultimately, when we're out in the field, we got to go out there and execute.
Dawson Knox went off 29 catches. Off to a little bit of a slow start. I know a lot of that is you're getting the ball. But do you need to find a way to get Dawson putting the ball in the corporate around this?
I mean, absolutely, we'd love to get everybody the ball. At the end of the day, Dawson's doing what he's asked to do. Whether it's blocking an end or getting out for check downs or running routes. And I got no doubt that those will eventually pop. There's going to be times where he's asked to do a lot for us. There's going to be times where he's not asked to do a lot for us. So that goes with everybody else on the football field as well. And I know he's staying patient and he's just ready to do his job, whatever that is. But yeah, I'd love to find ways to get him the ball and get him, more involved because he is such a weapon and an asset for this team.
Seriously, did you sleep like till noon on Monday? Like, I mean, what about the tired, your level of tiredness after that game?
Yeah, it was a we were, I think everybody here was pretty tired, just the energy that one took. But we were back in the building on Monday, obviously our off day yesterday, just trying to catch up on rest and guys getting in the training room, whether it's massages or going through rehab, hot tub, cold tub, sauna, steam room, all that stuff that professional football players need to do to get ready to go on Sunday. And we got a lot of real professional football players in here that understand what's asked for them, or asked of them, I should say, and they're just trying to do their job and feel the best that they can feel for Sunday. And it's a constant grind each and every week, and that's why this league's so hard. You got to play through some pain sometimes, and we had a lot of guys that are doing that. So I got a lot of respect for our guys for handling the business the right way.
There were times where they're stacking the line of scrimmage, 7, 8, 9 across. When you see that, and there's man coverage and a couple touchdowns that way. I mean, do you see it as a problem? Do you have any fun with it? I wouldn't imagine you have any problem throwing it 63 times if that's what the game or the defense calls.
Yeah, whatever's asked, of us on offense is what we're trying to do. Now we got to be better in some critical areas of that game and play better situational football. And there's some things that we missed that we'd like to have back. But it's on to Baltimore, and we'll be able to use whatever we learned on Sunday, for this upcoming week and weeks to come. I never like losing games, especially the way we lost them. But there's still a lot of good that we can take out of that game, and a lot of learning opportunities that we can take out. So guys got in there, looked at the film, and we've turned our attention and focus towards Baltimore.
As much as you like to throw it every play, getting the running game going is something that coaches talked about. How important do you think that is to you guys' success on offense, and how do you think that you can spark the running game here going forward?
Yeah, I'd say just trusting it, trusting obviously the guys that have the ball in their hands, trusting our 5, 6 guys up front, tight ends included. And just sticking with it. It's not going to be perfect every single time we call a run play, and we're not asking for it to be perfect. We're just, we're asking for, it to be ID'd the right way and guys giving max effort and, making sure that I'm putting us in the right calls and situations to go out there and run them. So that's really all it takes.
I just want to follow up quickly the first response to Mark about Sean had said you were pretty sore. Understandably, so I know that. You got the hand issue, whatever. Do you have any lingering effects of that at all that are impacting you as you get ready to go?
No, we're ready to go. I know there's some, like I said, there's guys battling some soreness and some minor things that they're gritting through. Like I said, we got a lot of professional guys on this team that are handling it the right way and staying in late and getting extra work in the training center and hot tub, cold tub, and all that. Like I said, so we got to find ways to get back on the field, stay on the field.
Josh, when Dorsey kind of blew up at the end of the game, it seemed to reflect a larger frustration about an inability to close games, finish games. Are you sharing some of that? Because it's like 7 in a row that you guys have not been able to close.
No, I don't think it was that frustration at all. You show me someone that's okay with losing, I'll show you a loser. He's passionate about his job and what he does. And we all feel the same way. We just want to win football games, and that's it.
Saying that's not an issue at all?
You know, every game's a different situation. Obviously, we've got to find ways to win them, but you know, we're working through that, and we don't see that as a problem at all.
Josh, your first game was in Baltimore. Lamar had picked you one didn't start. What do you remember about that first game in Baltimore and kind of head back there now?
Well, it's looking like it's going to be similar weather to that game, and it was torrential downpour in that first one. And actually going there at halftime, I remember how the ball felt. It was kind of a weird, tacky ball, and again, it was just torrential downpour. So, you know, just got to make sure that we're ready for that, and the crowd's going to be pretty loud. Obviously, again, with their coaching staff and Coach Harbaugh, he seems like he's got those guys ready to go every single year, every single week of every single year. It's no different with this team. They're playing hungry right now, and they got some ball hawks on defense. So we got to find ways to, you know, get our playmakers the ball and make some plays.
What about the career arc that you and Lamar and the way that's kind of played out? If you go down that far, who knows where
Coach
you guys
Frazier.
are. Just so happens to be kind of crown QBs coming out of that draft.
Yeah. Again, I can say this for Lamar. I mean, he's an extremely hard worker. You know, as am I, and you know, guys respect him and love how he plays the game of football, and he has a lot of fun doing it. I have a lot of fun doing it. I mean, he's playing as good as anybody in the league right now, and you know, making sure that, you know, points are a priority this week, the ball's a priority this week, and you know, we got to go find a way to win the game.
What do you see from him in terms of like his ability to pass? I mean, there were questions about your accuracy. He's more than answered them now, but that was the kind of question about him. What have you seen from him, quarterback to quarterback?
I mean, he just does his job. I don't really evaluate, you know, quarterbacks too much. Just trying to focus on what I can do. But I mean, again, he's won an MVP, and he's playing at the MVP level right now. And you know, given all the drama and the details that are going on with all that contract situation that, you know, he's got going on, he's just like, you know, I'm gonna bet on myself, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna pay off.
You talk about like the resetting after a loss. Kind of what was your biggest takeaway from Sunday, and what is that you guys are doing to clean up that day?
Yeah, I think obviously being better in situational football, and again, every game presents its own opportunities and obstacles that we got to find a way to fight through. And you know, this last one being in critical situations, you know, right before the half, making sure that, you know, I get the snap cleanly and find a way to snap, you know, spike the ball and allow ourselves to kick a field goal there, or if it's a mindset or decision that we can change throughout the game and make sure that we're all on the same page. But again, you're going to have games like that where you do have mishaps in order to clean them up. You know, and we're just happy that it happened in week 3 and not, you know, week 17.
When you go through such a grueling game like that, mentally and physically, how do you kind of flip the script to the next week, and you got to get ready for another tough opponent?
That's why we play the game. That's why we get, you know, paid to do what we do, and you know, trusting the leadership on this team and the guys in the locker room to go out there and handle their business. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Josh.